American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for Banners. Be cooling out in the whip, but I done near every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Speed at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club and these dirty.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Ball is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first running back drafted this year is Saquon Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second down, here's Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Throwing is Manning on third down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 18 yards there and a first down.
Gun. That's it. Go blue 80s. Go 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam.
They fake the handoff. Now Manning. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Good.
play fake. Manning, he's going to rifle one deep left. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his second season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did, and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating at Tennessee and finding his way to the NFL, where he is now a star.
Now Breeze, forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Shotgun now for Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dalvin Tomlinson forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. The New York set to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
So after the INT, it's Manning. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And the first carry here for Charles Sims. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Manning caught right side Tate. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Look a little bit.
You know me too well, partner, except that he got his to the tree and kicked back into the fairway.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
0-2, 0-2.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Ready? You waiting? 12. 11. All right, 2. Wait a second.
On second down, here's Breeze. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now Breeze. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Give him 30 yards there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. He can't get him down. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Breeze to throw on second down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Oh, fighting off the defender.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10, right at the 30. And the drive begins here with Sims. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The home people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game.
Go 56, 27 to Sam, 27 to Sam.
Now Manning. A dump off to Sims. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hey, gun. Good. Blue 80. Zebra. That's right. 3-on-3. Motion.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Zebra. Hey, go 56. 27 to Sam.
From the gun, it's Manning. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Zebra. Good. Blue 80. Good.
To throw on 3rd down. Manning is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there and gets the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Got it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Ready. 11. 11. Got it.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Bree's going to try and throw on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run here with Sims. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Sims. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Well, let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Hey, go 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam. Hey, gun.
Working from the gun, Manning. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Shotgun now for Manning. And that's complete. It's Sims. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a gain of 9. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Zebra. Hey, go 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam.
On 3rd and long, it's Manning spinning past him. He's got his man. This is Tate. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
Ready. Yellow lady. Got it.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Throw left side taken in by Meredith. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, an update from there. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
Ready. Yes. Keep it out. 21. 12.
2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready. Yes. Switch. On 4. 21. Hey, 2. 12. Got it.
Breeze now on first down. Again has it complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Breeze now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Breeze now. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Ted Ginn, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints, if they convert the extra point, they'll have the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On first down, Manning. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Regular. Zebra.
Manning will try again on second down. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
3rd and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack.
Zebra.
Operating from the gun, Manning. And the pressure gets to him again. So now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He sets to fire deep, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other end. Just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
And now out come the Giants. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. first down is Manning. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Manning to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. From the gun, Manning. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They do go for it. It's Manning. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Zebra.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. One final try down for Manning. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Here's Robinson. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make...
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Marcus Golden in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Shotgun now for Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, this is Kamara. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, easy. 21. Ready. You ready? Under. 21. 27. Under.
On second down, here's Breeze. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
11. Ready. Waiting. 11. Got it.
Here's Breeze. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
He's got him in, complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Gun. Set. Go blue 80. Zebra. Set.
On second down, here's Manning. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's third down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
The Giants on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And they still need 6 yards here on third down after the penalty.
Go 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam. Set.
Operating from the gun. Manning to Shepard, complete over the middle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Good defense holds them to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And Rosas puts this one through. And that'll bring him back within 4. So it's a third field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat. but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, it's going to kick a lot more field goals than just the threes already put through the posts.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 38. To throw, it's Brees. And complete, right side to Cook. 23 yards on the play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Brees on the draw, gives to Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Brees going to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. Working from the gun, it's Brees. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it in midfield.
Zebra.
Now Sims. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. It's Patrick Robinson there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Cameron Jordan able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack.
Hey, go 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam. Hey, go 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam.
From the gun, it's Manning. Caught right side, Tate. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Manning indeed going for it on 4th. And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. Elsewhere around the NFL, they're in the 3rd quarter in Carson. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. On 1st down, Breeze. Buying time to his left. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Got it.
Breeze now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
Whoa. 11. Monday. Got it.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On the ground, Kamara. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
11. Ready. You ready? 11.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 5. Breeze to another longtime vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. The Saints had 23 rushing touchdowns last year, most in the league, and they've got Kamara back there on 2nd and goal.
Ready.
Now Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cameron Meredith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5.
The there's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Manning going to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
I think throughout his rookie year, every time Marcus Davenport makes a play, I'm going to think back to draft night. When New Orleans moved all the way up to 14, and everyone thought they were going to pick a quarterback, and instead they took this defensive end out of UTSA. They gave a love letter to their quarterback, Drew Brees. Better defense means a better offense for the Saints.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 6.
4 down. Go 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam.
They fake the handoff. Now Manning. Over the middle, complete. That's Tate. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Manning now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Manning. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Again, they'll throw with Manning. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Zebra.
Now Manning again. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Sheldon Rankins able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Third and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack.
Zebra. Zebra.
Shotgun now for Manning. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big way.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Now Brees. He's going to air one out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady. Bring it. 12. 11, 11, 11, 11. Okay. 11. Okay. Ready, check.
Bree's going to try and throw on third down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Jonathan Anderson in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Easy. Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady. You're good, you're good. 5-4, ready. 21, 21. 20 check.
The Saints do snap it. It's Brees. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Saints add on to their lead. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And the Giants ready to come out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, gun.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. A dump off to Sims. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Manning. He's got his man. This is Tate. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Zebra. Good. Zebra.
On first down, Manning. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Manning now to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
26. 27's to Sam. 27's to Sam.
Again, it's Manning. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Over. Ready.
Brees going to throw here. He's going to wind up and air it out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
11. Ready. Yellow 80. 12. Over.
Brees again here on 2nd and 10. Drops this up to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
11. Monday. Got it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brees. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Hey, kill. 21. 11. 12.
Brees is looking to throw. That is caught inside the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Two. Ready. 90.
Now, Brees again. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal.
5-8. Under. Ready. You ready?
Again, it's Brees. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.